Well, good morning, everyone. Good morning and welcome to the 45th annual Michigan Week Breakfast. How are we all doing today? Oh, come on. We can do a little better than that. Come on. I mean, I know it's morning, but 45th annual Michigan Week Breakfast. How are we doing today? All right. All right. Well, once again, I'm Jonathan Jackson. So nice to be here today. I'm the host of The Splash on Civic Center TV. And Civic Center TV is always glad to be a part of Michigan Week. It's one of our biggest and most popular events, but also one we're so glad to be here for. So many community members and volunteers being honored. And, of course, we want to give a shout-out as well to Motown Digital for providing the equipment as well that you see around you. And also to our hardworking staff. You'll probably see them running around. So everybody here, thank you all so much for your hard work and for all your effort. Today I have the distinct pleasure of introducing the chair for Michigan Week Committee, Carol Hack. Carol, as we all know, is... Yeah. Carol is such a kind and thoughtful and hardworking woman, and she's done so much to make today's program such a success, and we really want to give a lot out to her. And before I bring her up here, though, I just want to do a quick reminder. If everybody could just please silence their cell phones or any electronic devices they have. I know, right? Just turn them off really quickly for me. Thank you so much. And also, if you are getting an award today, though, let your family know really quickly. We are streaming this whole program today live at MichiganWeek.org. Once again, that's MichiganWeek.org. So, give a shout out to a family member or friend and say, hey, I might be getting an award today. So, who knows? All right. Well, let me bring her on up here then. Carol, please.
Thank you, Jonathan. I hope all of you do watch Splash on Civic Center TV. It's quite a fun program to watch. Good morning and welcome from me personally to all of you to the 45th Greater West Bloomfield Michigan Awards Breakfast. Say that 3 times fast. I personally, before we get started, want to thank all of the honorees for your recognition. All well-deserved. I want to thank all of the nominators who nominated these nominees because you recognized something special in them. I want to also recognize all the parents of the children that are here tonight that are getting recognized. It's a great honor to be here to recognize everybody. Pastor Brian Williams of the United Methodist Church will begin our program with our invocation. Pastor Williams is also the president of the West Bloomfield Clergy Association and Community Forum. Pastor Williams?
Well, good morning. Within my faith tradition, within Christianity, Jesus often gets focused on the beliefs about Jesus, but when you look at the actions and the way that Jesus interacted with people, he was always building community. He was always expanding community and interacting with people across societal lines in ways that enhanced the community in love and in care for one another. And that's what we're here doing today. And so with that in mind, let us open our time in prayer. Let's pray. God, we're thankful. We're thankful for this day. We're thankful for this beautiful community, and we're thankful for these people that make this community what it is. Help us to enhance our community through our actions, through our words, through our roles, and through our jobs, that we might have a stronger community that is more loving and caring for one another and a better reflection of your love for us. In your name we pray. Amen.
Thank you, Pastor.
You bet, certainly.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Pastor Williams. Would everyone please stand for the presentation of the colors by the West Bloomfield Fire and Police Department Honor Guard, and remain standing for the Star-Spangled Banner sung by Kelsey Miller of the Walled Lake Western High School.
Honor Guard, please stand. Colors. Detail. Up. Post colors. Post.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched, we're so gallantly streaming, and the rockets regular, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
You may be seated. And if you haven't already gotten your food, you will be called table by table to go up to the line. Thank you very much for your patience and understanding in this situation. Thank you, Kelsey, for your beautiful rendition of the Star-Spangled Banner, and to the Honor Guard. Kelsey has a wonderful voice, doesn't she? It is also the 45th anniversary of the West Bloomfield Optimist Club. Let's give them a hand for all of the work they have done in this community for our kids and their families. Thank you. This year, this is a year of birthdays. This year is also the anniversary of the inception of the city of Sylvan Lake 70 years ago. We thank the city. We're going to clap. We thank the city and its citizens for all they have done for the greater West Bloomfield community. Thank you. Next year, the breakfast will be on Friday, May 18th at Glen Oaks Country Club. Please mark your calendars. It has been an honor to serve as chair of this great event that honors the best of the best volunteers from our schools, cities, township, and our great organizations and institutions throughout Greater West Bloomfield. This year's theme, Remember When, was chosen because it's been 45 years since Jack Freed and Jeff Lieb had an idea of how Greater West Bloomfield could honor our great state of Michigan. It started in a very different format, though, so please visit our website and listen to Jack and Jeff talk about how the tradition got started. Since 1954, Michigan has been celebrating during the month of May. Do you remember being a kid and doing something different every day of the week? Some things you got to bring home, some things you put on the board, but it was always fun. Today we are remembering the people who have honored and speakers that we have featured. A special thanks to Civic Center TV for the video reel being shown on either side of me on the monitors. And do you see anybody that you know from the past? And some of us are there that look a little different. We should always remember the past because the experiences have brought us to where we are today in our personal life and our community life. If you are on Facebook, how many of you are not on Facebook? Oh, you need to get on Facebook, guys. There's lots of wonderful posts of the places to see and things to do in Michigan. And if you don't already watch Under the Radar on public television, you should do that also. It is about the different cities around Michigan and what they have to offer. As the host travels through Michigan, he hears stories about the towns he visits and about how they have changed, but how they have stayed the same. remembering the past and how history contributes to the future. And boy, has Greater West Bloomfield changed in this area. So I'm going to date myself, and let's see who all of you remember these things. Who remembers the pink and white farmhouse on Orchard Lake Road with the chicken coops? Raise your hand. Who remembers that? Am I the only one? Who remembers Drake House on the corner of Drake Road and 14 Mile Road? Yes, some people. And the front entrance of Old Town Hall can now be seen as part of Regent Street on Orchard Lake Road. Is there anyone here who graduated from the school, who have graduated from high school out of the Roosevelt Elementary School? Raise your hand if you've done that. No one. How about Abbott Middle School? That was a high school at one time. Okay, man, am I old? All right, but it's 2017 and we march forward. The 45th Annual Michigan Week Awards Breakfast would not be possible without the tremendous effort from a great number of community sponsors. We thank West Bloomfield Youth Assistance for being our fiscal sponsor again this year. Youth Assistance plays a crucial role in assisting children throughout Greater West Bloomfield with a mentoring program, family services, youth recognition awards, and casework services. All of these components have benefited children in a positive way since 1959 in Oakland County, and I believe we started in 1969 in the West Bloomfield area. And they have bettered the community along the way. We thank West Bloomfield Youth Assistance for their partnership. Thank you. And a great big thank you to Kelly Woodley and the Orchard Mall staff for this beautiful setting. Thank you, Kelly. She's sitting right here. Because this is our 45th anniversary, the committee thought we should go out of the box and try something different. Not only is this different, but it is such a pleasure to be here in a spring-like atmosphere. Don't you all agree? Don't you like the colors? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Kelly, for all that your staff has done. And a huge thank you to Paula from Uncle Buck's Party Rental for the beautiful table settings and her assistance in putting this room together. She worked Wednesday and Thursday and for the last 3 months with me, making sure all this happened and that it looks as nice as it does. I also need to thank David Glazier from Civic Center TV/Motown Digital, because he was my right-hand man, making sure that the website was up to date and easy to navigate. Whenever there was a fix to be made, he made it happen no matter what time of the day or night I called. And I called that man at night and on the weekends. So I thank David for his patience and understanding from a person who's not a techie, and he had to explain things to me. All of this would not be possible without the support of our sponsors, community partners, and the commitment of the West Bloomfield community volunteers. You will know who they are because they are wearing name badges like this to designate that they are the committee. Please thank them when you see them. You will find a listing of all of our sponsors, community partners, and committee members in your program. Plus, before the morning is over, you will also meet all of them up here. I thank you all so much for everything that you have done to help this morning happen. To my committee members, thank you, thank you, thank you. At this time, will the Hidden Treasure honorees take their place at your designated area? And I see they're already set. I didn't have to say that. Thank you, Judy. There isn't much that I can say that everyone in this room doesn't already know about this year's MC. Many of you have heard him speak, so you know what fun it will be to have him join us today. And if you have not had that pleasure, you will right now. Now it is my delight and honor to introduce our MC this year, our very own Chief Greg Flynn.
So it's kind of a great feeling when they ask you to, as a fire chief, that you're known for being funny. After 2 years, I was hoping I'd be known for something else in this great community, but being funny, I guess, is okay. Thank you, Carol. Good morning. What a pleasure it is to be the MC for the 45th Annual Michigan Week Breakfast. It's an honor and a privilege to be part of the sharing in the greater West Bloomfield success as a region, as communities, as family and friends. Our region is stronger, our community is stronger, each family is stronger because of the leadership and vision of all of you in the room today. As we recognize leaders and leadership within our community, it is important to acknowledge the significance of the first followers, the staff, volunteers, citizens, family members, and friends that fuel the ideas and passion and advocacy of those we honor today. The first followers combat the risk of failure by channeling the confidence and compassion of our award recipients. First followers encourage, support, and most importantly, believe in their leaders. In our culture today, it appears we're constantly pushing everyone to lead. I challenge you to rethink the idea and find time to follow. Be inspired by an awareness program that will teach you compassion for someone struggling with mental illness issues or homelessness. Follow a program that brings books to those that are not able to travel to the library. Share a plant, click a like button, listen to a local radio station, support the arts, walk on a nature trail, visit a historic landmark. You are following great leaders within our community. Great things happen when we follow great people and great organizations. We learn. We stretch our minds, appreciate differences, and we may even be a little bit better because of it. Each of us have our own balance of leading and following. You may lead on the playground and follow in the classroom. You may follow at work and lead at home. Eventually, you come to understand the relationship between following and leading, that the two are very much connected. The real aha moment comes when you begin to lose sight of the one that you're following, glance over your shoulder, and discover your own followers behind you. You have arrived. Your values and service have naturally positioned you out front. Today, we recognize individuals and organizations whose values, service, and leadership have positioned them out front. In quiet or public ways, these are the people and organizations whose volunteerism makes an exceptional difference to the entire community. To volunteer is to choose to act in recognition of a need, with an attitude of social responsibility without concern for monetary profit, and going beyond one's basic obligations. The individuals and organizations honored today have volunteered in extraordinary ways. The values they exemplify enrich us all. To commemorate this occasion, each honoree will receive a plaque, certificate, or medallion in recognition of their achievements. Each tribute is presented on behalf of the cities of Keego Harbor, Sylvan Lake, Orchard Lake Village, West Bloomfield Township, and the school districts of Bloomfield Hills, Walled Lake, and West Bloomfield. Certificates of recognition have been provided by members of Congress, members of the State House of Representatives, members of the State Senate, members of the Oakland County Board of Commissioners, and county officials. It is our tradition to invite elected officials serving the greater West Bloomfield area to be among the first to congratulate the honorees. Joining me at the front of the room, representing U.S. Senator Representative from U.S. Gary Peters' office. Representing members of Congress, Jeremy Kaplan, specifically from Congresswoman Brenda Lawrence's office. Senator Mike Kowal. State Representative Clint Kesto. If some of these folks don't start walking up here, we are going to be here longer. I love the panic-stricken look on some of the organizers' faces. I am on script, all right? Oakland County Clerk, Lisa Brown. Oakland County Treasurer, Andy Meisner. Oakland County Commissioner, Tom Berman. Michigan Week's longtime sponsors are represented by City of Kego Harbor Mayor, Sid Rubin. City of Orchard Lake Village Mayor, Norm Finkelstein. City of Sylvan Lake Mayor, Aaron Lorenz. Charter Township of West Bloomfield Supervisor, Stephen Kaplan. School Board Presidents, Julie Beatty, West Bloomfield Schools. Christopher Titus, Walled Lake Schools. Cynthia Von Owen, Vice President, Bloomfield Hills Schools. Robert Brooks, Secretary, West Bloomfield Parks and Recreation Commission. And Carol Kravitz, President of West Bloomfield Township Public Library Board. To all of you, we appreciate your standing here to show your support for our community's legacy of service. Thank you. Assisting in the presentations will be Michigan Week Committee members Anita Pinson and Chair of the Awards Committee, Debbie Macon. If you wish, please follow the order of the award presentations as listed on page 4 of the printed awards program. Every Greater West Bloomfield organization in the public, private, and independent sectors was invited to share a special appreciation for one individual whose volunteerism and community service makes an invaluable contribution towards the betterment of our larger community or strengthened a non-political initiative. These very special people have given their time and talent for the greater good. Businesses, organizations, the faith community, nonprofits, public agencies, and schools all win with these hidden treasures on their team. Riley Alexander is a 5th grade leader at Pleasant Lake Elementary School. She regularly helps kindergartners practice their letters and sounds and models maturity beyond her years. Riley can always be counted on to do the right thing. Great job, Riley. Dennis Algier is West Bloomfield Township Public Library's outreach volunteer. With his efforts and cheerful dedication, the library is able to serve avid readers without the ability to physically get to the library. Dennis, we are grateful for your efforts to assure a book is never out of reach. Barbara Ash is a leader at the Sylvan Lake Garden Club who uses technology to effectively engage gardeners. Through her efforts, there are now 2 plant exchanges a year sponsored by both Sylvan Lake and Kego Harbor Garden Club. 2 green thumbs up to you, Barbara. Jacqueline Beach's trademark is her love for the city of Orchard Lake Village and her positive and caring attitude. As a natural consensus builder, she reached out to all to seek all voices so that wide input would be available to guide policymakers. Thank you, Jacqueline. Josh Cooper is a member of West Bloomfield High School's DECA, the International Marketing Club. Josh's You Matter campaign raises awareness of suicide prevention and mental illness. His awareness suicide prevention and mental illness program was ranked in the top 10 in a worldwide competition. Fabulous job, Josh. Brandon Crawford has volunteered the last 3 years at local television and radio stations in West Bloomfield. Motown Digital LLC states that his role puts him in the center of live broadcasts and major community events. Congratulations, Brandon. Robbie Elliott is a talented musician at West Bloomfield High School. His skills and his mature, calm, and warm personality draw people to him. He volunteers at Orchard Lake School of Music, Braille Beats Fine Art Camp, and Road Lies Ahead. Great work, Robbie. Susan Emmerling created the organization Art Sale, bringing creative people and supporters of the arts to Kego Harbor. Artists, dancers, musicians, and many more come together to show their work, develop camaraderie, and exchange ideas. Thank you, Susan. Sandra Gruca is a true treasure for Hadassah. As Vice President of Education, she serves on the Region Executive Committee. She is also co-chair of the opening meeting and Hadassah's annual rummage sale. She can always be counted on to be supportive. Congratulations, Sandra. Jason Israelov uses his technology skills to actively support West Bloomfield's Rotary Interact Club at the high school. He keeps Facebook and Twitter accounts up to date, as well as the club's webpage. He can be counted on to help in every club event. Like click, clapping hand emoji, hashtag way to go Jason. Mark Hoffman, nominated by the city of Orchard Lake, has been chairman of the city's 50-acre nature sanctuary for the past 24 years and has been a steward for protecting the city's natural wonders. Mark has also served on the city's planning commission and city council. Congratulations, Mark. Barbara Kaufman is Bloomfield Hills School's PTO Leader Supreme at West Hills Middle School. Her can-do attitude, creativity, and high energy set her apart. Barb's ability to bring people together positively impacts the culture in the building. Thank you, Barb. Robin Kaufman has volunteered 20 continuous years to Friends of West Bloomfield Township Public Library. Her commitment and service are stellar. She has served in many roles in addition to coaching and mentoring new volunteers. Robin, we are grateful for your 2 decades of service. Insert joke here is what it says, but I really feel like I'm making up time here. All right. Priscilla LeClaire is a dedicated volunteer for West Bloomfield Parks. She has volunteered 4 years and can always be counted on to help with critical prep work that happens behind the scenes to assure great results. Wonderful work, Priscilla. Dr. Henry Mackey's boundless energy and enthusiasm set him apart. He exemplifies the Rotary International motto, service before self. He is currently serving as the Rotary's president and also serves as president of Shepherd King Lutheran Church. Congratulations, Dr. Mackey. Dorothy Mammon has worked tirelessly for 22 years, furthering the studies of youth and adults at West Bloomfield United Methodist Church. She initiates and supports ecumenical programs across the entire community. Thank you, Dorothy. John Marshall puts his passion for research to work investigating local history. He identified the Four Corners Surveyor marker where Bloomfield, Pontiac, Waterford, and West Bloomfield townships meet. Accepting on behalf of John Marshall is Helen Jane Peters. Raul Nut Alapati is an exemplary 7th grader at Walnut Creek Middle School. He will be honored at the National Junior Leaders Conference in Washington, D.C. Well-liked and respected by his peers, Raul is a true gem and outstanding volunteer. Congratulations, Raul. Preel Shah is a sophomore at West Bloomfield High School and a very active volunteer in the Jane Youth Organization, which nominated her. She organized Night in a Box to simulate and inform others about homelessness. Thank you, Preel. Jim Smith lives in Sylvan Lake, and for the last 6 years, he has organized the Sylvan Lake Memorial Day Parade. He also coaches Lakeland Athletics Association t-ball, baseball, and maintains the Sylvan Lake bocce ball courts. Jim, you've hit this one out of the park. Fine job. Robert Solomon is nominated by Abbott Middle School in West Bloomfield. He has the uncanny gift of being able to connect with anyone and inspire people of any age. He makes everyone feel that they are the most important person in the room. Thank you, Robert. Olivia Stapula is a 4th grade, confident, and enthusiastic leader at Keith Elementary School. She was selected by her peers to serve as a member of student council and eagerly supports her 2nd grade class as well as her own. Congratulations, Olivia. Community Achievement Awards recognize community organizations for a project or endeavor that brings together a number of people or partner organizations to accomplish something to benefit the greater community. Typically, they are volunteer organizations that come together to make their community better for all of its residents. The Kego Harbor tree lighting ceremony started in the basement of City Hall for children to meet Santa, eat cookies, and enjoy holiday crafts. The ceremony has grown to include Santa arriving by fire truck, lighting a holiday tree, caroling, gifts, and photos with Santa inside a magical winter wonderland. Will members of the Kego Harbor tree lighting ceremony please stand as Jennifer Newman accepts this honor? Thank you, Jennifer, for taking this event from dream to reality. The Sylvan Lake Little Library was installed 2 years ago by passionate Sylvan Lake readers to help meet a community need. The concept behind the program is simple: borrow a book, donate a book. Sometimes so many books arrive that extras are donated to the West Bloomfield Library's used book sale. There is no need to be quiet as the Sylvan Lake readers stand and little librarians Darren Krause and Emmeline Walsh accept this honor. Thank you, Darren and Emmeline, for helping to boost reading in Sylvan Lake. Lifetime Leadership Awards salute individuals who make special contributions to the community through dedicated leadership on projects that benefit the community at large over a substantial period of time. The recipients are volunteers who work to further the cultural, civic, educational, or spiritual aspects within the community. The volunteer acts of these individuals go beyond the call of duty and are not carried out as an employee or owner of a business. Raymond Dahlgren was called Mr. Sylvan. He lived nearly all his 83 years in Sylvan Lake, where he served in multiple roles supporting the community he deeply loved. His many hats included mayor, fire commissioner, commodore, board member, ombudsman, committee member, ski patroller, and reserve police officer. Will all Sylvan Lake residents please stand as Ray's widow, Karen, comes forward to accept this honor in Ray's memory. Karen, the Sylvan Lake community is grateful for yours and Ray's unwavering dedication to Sylvan Lake. Mark Jeffries began volunteering with the Greater West Bloomfield Community Coalition in 2004 and served as president from 2009 to 2015. As president of the Alliance of Coalitions for Healthy Communities, Mark has grown community partnerships that have reduced youth high-risk behaviors in the use of alcohol, tobacco, and drugs. Will all members of the Greater West Bloomfield Community Coalition please stand as we recognize Mark? Mark, congratulations for your leadership supporting healthy communities. Melanie Torbert is chairperson of the West Bloomfield Youth Assistance Family Education Committee and has been a West Bloomfield Youth Assistance member for 16 years. Listen, I'm the funny one, Melanie. I'm the funny one, all right? She's got me all shook up here. For 16 years. The Parenting on the Go campaign is her latest success, a collaborative effort between Youth Assistance and Civic Center TV. Melanie has served as a member of the school board and chairperson of Michigan Week. West Bloomfield Youth Assistance members, please stand as Melanie comes forward. Congratulations, Melanie, for your leadership supporting healthy parenting. Is Melanie taking too long? Do I need to push her along? Is that the problem? I'm wearing a flower. Nobody pays attention to the badge, but this flower is powerful. Youth Leadership Awards recognize those under 21 who embody voluntary personal leadership in service to their community. Adriana Koch has led the Relay for Life at Walled Lake Central and believes in finding a cure for cancer. She helps with Special Olympics and has participated in the polar plunge. As a senior, she was elected National Honor Society president. Adriana is the epitome of the National Honor Society's 4 pillars: scholarship, service, leadership, and character. As Adriana comes forward, will her family, teachers, school administrators, and friends please stand? Congratulations, Adriana. Dylan Barlow is an Eagle Scout, senior patrol leader, captain of the varsity debate team, and multiple winner of the Orchard Lake Film Festival. Dylan is on the executive board of the Law Club, has organized a Lighthouse of Oakland County food drive, and is a youth member of the West Bloomfield Township Board. His voluntary involvement in school activities is nearly unmatched. Will Dylan's family, teachers, school administrators, township board members, and friends stand as he comes forward? Congratulations, Dylan. The Environmental Stewardship Award salutes local caretakers of our planet's natural resources. The recipients of this award routinely engage in exceptional educational outreach and initiatives that protect the environment. Leaders in environmental stewardship are passionate about the conservation and guardianship of our land, air, and water resources. Betty Jean Murray granted a conservation easement to the Six Rivers Land Conservancy on her 34-acre parcel. Miss Murray's gift provides current and future residents with guaranteed natural surroundings near the corner of Walnut Lake and Drake Roads in West Bloomfield Township. The conveyance exemplifies generosity, foresight, commitment to community, and environmental stewardship. Accepting this recognition for Betty Jean Murray is Gina Gregory, president of the Greater West Bloomfield Historical Society. Will friends and neighbors of Miss Murray please stand as Gina comes forward? Thank you, Miss Murray, for the leadership legacy you've given us all. Stuart Riley exemplifies positive energy and leadership in environmental stewardship. Maya Angelou's quote best summarizes the real essence of Stuart Riley and the lessons he teaches. I've learned that people will forget what you said. People will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel. Those who visit the Walled Lake Outdoor Educational Center will leave with lasting warm memories and positive feelings. Will those who work with Stuart Riley or have experienced his positive energy and leadership at the Walled Lake Outdoor Education Center please stand as he accepts this award? Congratulations, Stuart. I think I just drank Carol's water. An integral part of our community celebration are the award presentations by organizations that share the Michigan Week Committee's vision for an engaged community. These organizations are partners in service: the Greater West Bloomfield Chamber of Commerce, the Optimist Clubs, Rotary Club, and returning this year, the Greater West Bloomfield Communications Commission. Pam Zajac, representing Deb Spencer, president of the Chamber of Commerce, will join the receiving line to present the Greater West Bloomfield Chamber of Commerce Excellence in Civic Leadership Award. The Excellence in Civic Leadership Award honors a member of the Greater West Bloomfield Chamber of Commerce in good standing who exemplifies the following criteria: exhibits extraordinary service to the community, encourages others to lead and serve, models civic engagement, partnership, and community pride. The Chamber is proud to present this award to an individual who, by their leadership, commitment, and dedication exemplify these civic values. Whenever this honoree is present, you can always count on proactive, business-friendly solutions, respectful and inclusive dialogue, and win-win outcomes. This honoree is well respected by peers and an active leader in support of many community-based organizations. Also count on this honoree as a great neighbor, always sure to provide a warm Michigan welcome, inviting everyone into her workspace as property manager of Orchard Mall. Please congratulate this year's Excellence in Civic Leadership Award, Kelly Woodley, property manager at First Holding Management Company. All members of the Greater West Bloomfield Chamber of Commerce and those that have worked or volunteered with Kelly are invited to stand as she comes forward to receive this special honor. Congratulations, Kelly. Thank you, Pam. Arthur Ebert, president of the Optimist Club of Keego Harbor, will join the receiving line to present the Ledge Tomlinson Scholarship Award, annually presented to a student who is passionate about giving back and shaping the future. Aman Malik is a senior at West Bloomfield High School, chess club president, leader in the Earth Club, and member of the Muslim Student Association. Being a doctor is his ultimate goal so he can help people solve their problems and put smiles on the faces of cured patients. Minoring in journalism will allow him to expose the real problems facing third world countries. Will the family members and members of the Keego Harbor Optimist Club please stand as Aman comes forward? We wish you continued success, Aman. Congratulations. The Optimist Club of Keego Harbor, Dr. Joanne Andrews Scholarship Award, which is given annually to a student who shows optimism in their everyday life. Brandon Crawford is a senior at West Bloomfield High School, an Eagle Scout, program director at WBLD 89.3 FM, active member of DECA Marketing, Orchard Lake Film Festival winner, and section leader in both marching band and drumline. Brandon plans to continue DECA at MSU and hopes that his business background will help him to positively influence others and allow him to give back to the community. Will the family members and members of the Keego Harbor Optimist Club please stand as Brandon comes forward? Congratulations, Brandon. Thank you, Art. Dr. Henry Mackey, president of the West Bloomfield Rotary, will join the receiving line to present the Strive Scholarships. Joshua Lodge is a Strive Scholar and a senior at West Bloomfield High School and member of the football and track teams. Joshua will attend Defiance College next fall, majoring in social work. Joshua notes that the Strive program provided incentive to stay on task and stay above a certain GPA. It proved to me and to others that I was capable of earning scholarship money. Will the family members of Joshua, friends, Strive coaches, and other members of the Rotary please stand while Joshua comes forward? Congratulations, Joshua. Bernard Parker is a Strive Scholar and a senior at West Bloomfield High School, graduating next month. He plans on attending either Morehouse College or Oakland Community College, majoring in entrepreneurship. Says Bernard, no matter what I end up doing in the future, I just want to be my own boss, doing something that I love and that I'm passionate about. Will you stand if you're a family member, friend, Strive coach, or member of the Rotary while Bernard comes forward? Well done, Bernard. Thank you, Dr. Mackey. Will Harvey Gerson, Chair of the Greater West Bloomfield Cable Communications Commission, please join the receiving line to present the Greater West Bloomfield Cable Commission's Student Media Award. Jake Cohen and Vyab Velagapudi, both juniors at West Bloomfield High School, can be heard regularly on the all-new WBLD Lakes FM 89.3 on your radio dial, broadcasting from high atop the radio tower at Fire Station Number 1. WBLD 89.3 is owned by the West Bloomfield Schools and I can't help it. And operated under a cooperative agreement with the Greater West Bloomfield Cable Communications Commission. Jake and Vaib are learning from the best. With coaching by Civic Center TV professional staff, each student won first place in sports announcing in the 2017 Michigan Association of Broadcasters Student Broadcasting Awards. Jake is involved in tennis, baseball, and the National Honor Society and the Coding Club. Will Jake's and Vaib's families, teachers, Civic Center staff, and Cable Communications Commission stand as the students come forward? Thank you, Harvey. It has been our tradition to conclude the awards ceremony with the presentation of the Gretschko Award. Individuals or members of groups that have previously received the Gretschko Award are invited to stand during this presentation. The following individuals have modeled the highest level of service to our community and are asked to please stand when your name is called. Clara Bohr, Al Dickin, Dr. Paul Lipson, Dr. James Geisler, Cameron Thomas Shaw, Dr. Gary Faber, Jeffrey Stewart, Deborah L. Macon, Dr. Joanne Andrews, Carol Hack, Mark Sigler, Judith Scott, Dr. Hannah Atisha. The following organizations have fully embraced and supported youth as part of their mission of service. Will any members present please stand? E.L. Johnson Nature Center and Friends of the Nature Center. Administrative team of West Bloomfield Schools. The West Bloomfield High Teacher Staff Mentoring Program. Chised Good Works Committee at Frankel Jewish Academy. Kego Harbor Optimist Club. West Bloomfield Township Public Library, Friendship Circle, West Bloomfield, West Bloomfield Optimist Club, West Bloomfield Youth Assistance. If you can't hear Debbie, she's saying stand up. I can hear her, so you've got to be able to hear her. West Bloomfield Youth Assistance, Greater West Bloomfield Community Coalition for Youth, West Bloomfield High School Medical Mentorship Program, and Laker Academy, West Bloomfield School District. In 2002, the Greater West Bloomfield, Michigan Week Committee instituted an award to perpetually honor one of our community's great heroes for youth. A man whose focus on how will I impact the child so permeated his thinking that it would only be fitting to create a new method of honoring those who go well above and beyond the call of duty in their love, their care, their concern, their advocacy for our community's youth. If I must err, let me err on the side of the child, was one of our late superintendent's mottos. The Dr. Seymour Grechko Youth Advocate Award will be presented for unerring, uncompromising, and unrestrained support for our youth. The recipient of the 2017 Dr. Seymour Grechko Youth Advocate Award is a well-known colleague of all ages. This honoree inspires youth and motivates students who dream of becoming authors as guidance is offered to help them hone their skills. Many students credit this individual with their career success. Even more students credit this honoree's thoughtful and reflective letters of recommendation for launching their collegiate studies, scholarship acceptance, as well as internships and jobs. This Grechko winner could always be counted on to encourage students to develop their own point of view, not only in literature, but in film, music, and all forms of art. Once this exemplary educator developed and expanded a class titled Exploring the Bizarre Imagination. Having taught nearly every class in the West Bloomfield High School's English curriculum since beginning his career in 1979, this educator is an icon of teaching and learning. Congratulations to James Corcoran, winner of the Dr. Seymour Grechko Youth Advocate Award for an individual. As a teacher par excellence, James Corcoran comes forward. Will those present that have impacted by his great work of James please join those now standing? Upholding our now 15-year tradition presenting the Grechko Award, the only honoree invited to say a few words is the winner of the Grechko Award. James, please take the podium.
Thank you so much, James. Appreciate it. Well, if this isn't nice, I don't know what is. I am overwhelmed and actually speechless for the first time in 39 years, I think. I just want to say thank you to everybody, and I hope that everybody has a career that went as well as mine did. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
James, thank you for your leadership. All of us benefit as a result of your service to youth. Ladies and gentlemen, youth, it has been my pleasure to MC the 45th Annual Michigan Week Breakfast. I bring you warm regards from the women and men of the West Bloomfield Fire Department. We are proud to work in a community that respects their first responders and takes the time to honor the real heroes in our communities, those that were recognized here today. It is now my privilege to invite back to the podium your favorite speaker of the day, Carol Hack.
Okay, first of all, congratulations, Jim. I've known you for what, 30 years? Something like that? I've known a bunch of these people here since they were babies. So Jim is one of the best teachers that have ever walked through West Bloomfield High School. My love and regards to you, Jim, as you retire this year. Love you bunches. And I would like to thank the chief, who was manly enough to wear a flower this morning. And I told the people at English Gardens he would be okay with it, just don't make it pink. So we made it white. I have a gift for you.
Oh, thank you very much. Too kind.
It's not, doesn't have our Michigan Week emblem on it, but it does have the mitten with lots of little words, and I think you'll enjoy it. Probably don't need another mug, but there you go. You'll remember us for this year, okay? And Deb. Okay, at this time, I would like to invite everyone on the Michigan Week Committee to please join me up here on stage. When I said we went out of the box this year, everyone on the committee, please, come up here. When I said we went out of the box this year, we went out of the box in another way. You can come up on stage. The stairs are over here. There's room. You're tall. You could probably just stand right there. We have new members on this committee this year and old members. And for the new members, I've made new friends. And I forgot to mention before that Paula from Uncle Buck's and I have also become friends. This is a longtime friend of mine right here. Pam has worked on Michigan Week for years and years and years. So this year, we have another added award that we have never done before. It is called the Chairman's Award. And I'm going to read it, and then when I read this, the person will know who's getting it. On this day, May 19, 2017, the 2017 Michigan Awards Breakfast Committee expresses its gratitude and appreciation to Motown Digital, LLC, its CEO, Dave Scott. And the entire Motown Digital team for their generous, creative, and strategic solutions to produce the celebration of Michigan Week Community Awards by bestowing this Chairman's Award. The Chairman's Award is for a treasured longtime contributor and partner whose support goes well above and beyond expectations, helping to assure continued success of Greater West Bloomfield's revered celebration of Michigan Week. Motown Digital provided the staging for the breakfast, including audio, video, lighting, and presentation expertise, upgrading, hosting, and year-round maintenance of the Michigan Week website, and working with the chairperson and awards committee on all aspects of this annual event. The entire Michigan Week committee thanks Motown Digital, Dave Scott, and the Motown Digital team, say that 3 times, on behalf of the community for making Greater West Bloomfield's Michigan Week Awards Breakfast a premier community event each spring and the place to be for volunteers' appreciation and community recognition on a Friday morning in mid-May. Thank you so much for your diligence and hard work, Dave. Come up here. There you go.
Thank you. So sweet.
You're very sweet.
Thank you.
No, come here to the microphone and say thank you.
I find myself in the extremely unusual situation of not having anything to say. No, thank you. This is such a labor of love, and this is such a beautiful room. This is just a great Michigan Week. Carol, you have done an outstanding job, as well as this committee. Thank you very much for the recognition. It was unexpected, greatly appreciated. Thank you. Great to see everybody. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dave, and thank you for the committee. Dave Macon, would you please take the stage?
Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us in what, for all of us on the Greater West Bloomfield Michigan Week Committee, is a year-round labor of love. There are lots of thank yous that have to happen. Receiving line, you have been stellar. It is always our privilege to invite you, the leaders of our elected leaders in this community serving at all levels, to be the first to congratulate. Thank you very much. We appreciate your presence, and we'll give you a break. Time to have a seat. We know that early on we thanked sponsors. It's also more than fitting for us to acknowledge long-time supporters and sponsors. Aren't the flowers on the table beautiful? English Gardens has for years been a longtime supporter of Michigan Week, and a new member of the Michigan Week Committee made them extra special and pretty. Thank you, Michelle. And where would we be without the beautiful, beautiful program that has always been produced by our friends and partners in Walled Lake Schools? Walled Lake, thank you so much. The Cable Commission has played its special role, as has West Bloomfield Parks, as has West Bloomfield School District. This committee would not exist if it weren't for so many who love the work in this community. Thank you for that. Now, there are more. None of this could have happened if so many of us here today had not said, I know someone in this community that's doing a wonderful job. Will each person here who submitted a nomination or enrollment for anyone who you knew was doing something wonderful, would you please stand so we can thank you?